Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and another episode for our NCAA 2025 Promotion Relegation series. So we are back with like year 5 of the Sam Houston Bearkats series. We are still offensive coordinator. The plan is to hopefully win it all, win the national championship, and we can leave in good graces to become a head coach in a different school. It doesn't matter what school we get. Just want to be a head coach somewhere just to, basically have it like I'm promoting myself kind of thing. This will be weeks 9 to 11, and then weeks 12 to 15 will be next Saturday. We're going to record 2 episodes back to back. I tried to record earlier, but I got busy, and also I forgot that we were trying to do both basically 2 episodes of each series, but I forgot this one, so this is going to go out the same day. We're just going to get right into it to keep it simple. We are against number 11 Wisconsin, who's currently our divisional rivals. We are both 6-1. They are ranked 11. We are ranked 10. And by the numbers, they are 90 across the board. So this is going to be a tough one. And then they have also a really good quarterback in Braden Locke. And so, yeah, we're currently 10. They're 11th. And then if we go to our conference standings, basically our divisional rivals. So this is who we might end up playing in the conference championship. Probably be a part of the week 12 to 15. So this is going to be a tough one. It's going to be an interesting one, but we're going to get right into it and see what we got. Let's do it. And then next week will probably only be 2 games. So this will be an exciting one to start us off. So we have 1 loss so far, which was to Pittsburgh by 1 point. So hopefully we won't get wrecked against Wisconsin, because that'll be another divisional that we've lost. Hopefully not. All right, so the ball was kicked off, and then on the next change of possession, they went with a punt. Awesome. 1 yard rush by Braden Locke, 2 yard rush by Darian Dupree, and passing off the way by Caleb Holloway. Thank you, Caleb. You're our favorite boy. Love him. All right, looks like Coach wants to start off with a little bit of a short pass. So we're going to play a little bit safe today. Yeah, we got our favorite boy, Leo, in the left outside. Yeah, let's get it to Leo. He's pretty good at the turnaround. Good job. Grabbing him by the back, but keeping it simple. Let's do a stack out to start us off. So we're going to try to basically play a little bit safer today, because 90 across the board, 6-1. They're probably going to end up being like close to natty people, pretty much. Yeah, that was good coverage against him. That almost intercepted. So we have back draw at 2nd and 10. We're going to try to get some yardage with our big main man, Floriama, one of our best running backs after we switched him over. Okay, that was pretty weak. Yeah, we might have to end up punting on this one. Let's do an all go. Coach wants us to do it, so let's give it a try. So we got a couple people. I think Leo can get open. Yeah, Leo, right there. Wide open. Hold on to it. There you go. Nobody can touch our main man, Leo. Wide receiver number 1, baby. Love to see it. Nice job. And then our pass completion rating compared to him, we're at 53%. We have more passing yards and more touchdowns, though, which is nice. Then on the next drive, we got an interception by Chunson Props. Yeah, him, Caleb Holloway have been really good. I think that's like another interception in a row for him for the games. I think he's had like 5 in a row. And great field position. Thank you, Chonston. That's beautiful, man. I love that. Not even close. Good job, boys. Easy peasy. That's what we love to see. Good. Thank you, team. Then on the next drive, they did another punt from Atticus. Appreciate it, boys. Good defense. 2 yard rush by Braden. 3 yards by Braden. 5 yards by Darian Dupree. So they were stuck with a all-run set. And then on inches, they couldn't follow through. Beautiful stuff, team. Love it. Yeah, in good field position, because Leo returned it for about 22 yards. All right, Larson, here you go. Offensive lineman to a tight end. Ooh, I thought number 4 caught that. Good job. All right, let's do an inside zone with our main man, Floriama, up the middle. Get some yardage on this one. I'm going to try to mix it up a little bit. See if we can get some... Ooh, that one closed up quick. Okay. But we already... Like, our defense is playing fantastically against Wisconsin so far, which I'm very, very happy with, for them being 90 overall. Leo, maybe... Oh, no, that's... Yeah, that was the end of the first quarter. Kickoff. Yep, Trey Singleton made that kick. Beautiful stuff. And then defensively, so playing a lot better in the second quarter, I mean. Got with 3 points, so set for 4-yard loss and passed it away. And then Cortez Presley, 32-yard field goal is good. So settle for a field goal, which is okay for us. We got 1:22 left in the second. Let's try to see if we can score. Try to put this game away a little bit more in case the defense slows down. Yeah, let's go for a little bit of a short pass to 86. All right, so a post-goal drag. See if we can get a little bit of a slant route. I think I'm going to get it to Larson again. Larson's my second favorite. He was an offensive lineman that's playing really good as a tight end. Oof. You had that, Larson, but good hit, good hit. All right, let's do a halfback slip screen. I don't know if we'll do a true slip screen, because I think Floriama's pretty quick. Maybe we'll go for him. Right there. There we go. Boom, baby. That was a beautiful coverage on that one. Oh, and he's trucking through. Nice job, Floriama. My main man, Reggie, right there. Crushing dudes. All right, let's do play action wide receiver in. Minute 5 left. We're still doing okay. We're just going to run out the clock here. Right there, B. Yeah, not enough flavor on that one. Sorry, man. Almost intercepted again. All right, let's do a corner strike. Our favorite play is the shock H option, but we're not going to do our cheese plays just yet. All right, here we come, Bledsoe. Right there. Give me that current turn. There you go. Hold on to it. There. Perfect, Bledsoe. All right, let's do another corner strike that will turn into... We got a challenge by Wisconsin. Oh, no, his knee was out before his toe tapped. Looks like they gave it to him. I think his knee hit out of bounds. Right there, Larson. Boom. Perfect stuff. We're going to try to get it to Mukaba, maybe. Give him a touchdown. There you go. Easy peasy, Mukaba. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, our defense got rocked on that one. So pass knocked away by Chance and Prox. And then on 3rd and 10, pass to Tretch, Kikahana for 18. And then pass to Chris Brooks for 45-yard touchdown. AI trying to keep him in. All right, let's do an X follow after that start of the second half. All right, maybe Bledsoe if he can beat his man on the outside. Yep, there you go, Bledsoe. Go for a little bit of a short gain. Nope, he didn't even turn around, but he was able to deflect. Always. Okay, let's do a post wheel. Got a little bit of coverage on that side. Yeah, try to go for a little bit of a tippy toe situation. Beautiful stuff. Thank you, sir. Let's do a shock H option. Mukaba, appreciate it. Let's do an Ohio sale. Maybe Bledsoe can beat his man. Not really. Let's go for a short gain. Held on to it. Thank you, sir. Oh, no, he didn't hold on. I thought he did. Let's do a halfback draw. We haven't really used Reggie very much this game. But we're doing okay. We're winning, so let's keep it simple. Oh, nice. Good angle at Reggie. All right, let's do a smash play. That's what coach wants us to do. Who do I want? Grimes is back in. Oh, no. Leo, yeah. Good cut, Leo. Hold into it. There you go. Beautiful. Hit him a little bit late out of bounds, but that's okay. Boom. Thank you, number 65, as always. Beautiful first down. Love to see it. All right, let's just do a little bit more run plays. Just get some Reggie, some yardage. See if we can get him open. A little bit of a coverage on that one, but we can get up this middle. There we go. Nice job. That's not too bad. Whoever's open can get it. Right there, Mukaba, I mean. Got that first down. That's all you need, Mukaba. I appreciate it, sir. All right, there you go. Oh, Hicks is in this one. Okay. Go for it, Hicks. Easy peasy. Nice job. All right, looks like defense held out 3 yards by Darian Dupree. Brandon Locke shot for 10 yards, and then 4-yard rush by Braden. Turn that double slant into a halfback quick base and get some more Reggie yardage on this one. There we go. There we go, Reggie. Nice job. That's what we like to see. Let's do another run, this one to the right. Good run through. All right, now we're going to do our favorite play. We're going to get some Reggie some more yards. We're just going to run halfback direct a few times just off screen. I'll see you guys back whenever we finish off on that. All right, Jazzy, just saw we had a pretty good play right there. So we're just going to continue on with coach suggestions and start doing some passing plays. We got some good Reggie Fluriyama yardage, so we're just going to keep at it. Ooh, right there, Larson. Oh, he almost had that one. He could have held on. Let's do a shock H option that will turn into maybe Grimes. The shock H option is usually the play right there. Oh, he's going to get deflected. Oh, intercepted, actually. Oh, geez. Oh, that was a big hit. Oh, that's going to be a pick six. Get to coach. Nice job, quarterback. Oh, they bring him back for a touchdown. Okay. And then we covered the onside kick, but pass dropped by Tretch, and then pass to Chris Brooks for 10-yard touchdown. It looks like coaches wants us to run a little bit, so we'll just do a little bit more Reggie yardage. We're pretty satisfied on this game so far. Good job, Reggie. That's what we like to see, man. Try to get that juke. Good job. Nice. Ended up taken out by a star defender, but 106 yards, that's what we wanted for Reggie. Beautiful stuff. Number 70, offensive lineman. There you go. Larson. Offensive lineman, tight end, baby. All right, let's try to get a nice little... we want a Mountain Z spot. I want to try to get Larson into the end zone. Right before the second 2-minute warning, Larson. Here you go, man. Right there. Turn around, Larson. Oh, I felt that, like he held on. Okay, let's do a shock H option. Try to do a curl. And somebody, let's see. Who wants it? Larson wants it. Wide open. Beat his way there. Nice job. All right, that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Oh, nice. Leo is one of the number 3 on the top receiving yards this season. At 884, even though we're kind of playing on 3-minute quarters, so that's awesome. Got to keep working on that then. But we want to do a Salem execute. We're going to try to get Larson on a little bit of a curl route to try to get into the end zone. Want to make up to for him for all the coverage he does. Beautiful stuff, Larson. Not even close. That's why you're on the thumbnail, baby. Looks like a punt. Pass knocked away on a 4th and 10. Thank you, Jalen O'Neal. That puts the game away. Beautiful stuff, boys. So then we'll just probably end it here. Go for a play action rollout. It's 4th and 10. We're winning by a bunch of points, so that's fine. This will be the last play of this game. Right there. Oh, intercepted. Get there, quarterback. Vioto. Oh, no. What about you? There you go. That'll end the game. 2 interceptions because I try to be cute with it, but that's fine. So they scored on that one and then got the onside kick. So we'll just kneel the ball and be done with it. Yeah, they scored 14 unanswered points in the 4th quarter, but we still won 38-24. Probably could have ended a lot sooner than that, especially since we got 17 points in the 1st quarter and shut them out, but we're okay. We still survived. All right, Drew Vioto with a 135.2 rating, 14 of 28 for 214, 50 completion rating, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Ended up being kind of gross. And then we got Braden Locke, 15 of 30 for 235 yards, 50 completion rating, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. And then for rushing, Wisconsin was 7 of 19 and 7 of 23. For Sam Houston, we were 17 of 116 for Reggie, 1 for -1 for Drew, and then 1 for Hicks, who also got that touchdown. Then receiving, we have Larson for 4 for 45, Leo 3 for 88, Ukuba 3 for 34, and then 1-1, 119, 1-5, and 122. So got everybody at least a little bit. Probably need to start Leo another 100-yard game just to make sure that he's at the top of the leaderboard. Then Brooks 4 for 76, 3 for 32, 3 for 67, 336, 115, 19. And then defensively for them, no sacks. Interception for Tackett Curtis and Cohen and Stringer. And then for Houston, our was Chance and Prox. Thank you, sir. And then our main man, Trey Singleton, didn't miss anything. Love you, sir. And we stay at the top of our division as well, going 7-1. They go 6-2. So if Pittsburgh wins, then they get tied up. It will be interesting. So our offense went up by 1. So now we're 80 across the board. Love it. And we also ranked up a little bit as well. Instead, we went up from 11th to 8th. Houston is our next team. They are number 23. So that's going to be an interesting one. They are 82, 84, and 82. And their quarterback's really freaking good, so that's going to be scary. Ranked 23 for going 6-2, though. And then conference standings, Wisconsin stays at the top, beats Pittsburgh, lost once again. And this time we're in our own division that are really... So there's going to be a lot of tough games back-to-back, which is going to be fun. And going to the Heisman watch, we have Texas, QB number 1, Florida at number 2, Clemson at number 3, and then wide receiver. Interesting. And some award watch list just because it popped up. Yeah, player of the year is going to be that quarterback out of Texas. Oh, man, he's going to be a tough person to face off against. Nice. Reggie's at number 6 for best running back. Love to see it. And then Leo's at number 9 for best wide receiver. Awesome. In our first CFP bracket, we have us at number 8 against number 9 Alabama. Texas would be at number 1, Nebraska 4, Notre Dame 3, and Florida 2. Yeah, so the top 4 teams are still undefeated. Texas Tech is also still undefeated. So yeah, a lot of 5 undefeated teams still at this point, which is crazy. Yeah, so we're probably not going to get any higher than the top 5 as long as they keep at their current setup. Yeah, and then Kendrick DeJour is hurt. He's out for 11 weeks, so probably out for the rest. He's out for the rest of the season and maybe next year. And then Jalen Rowe, that's why he hasn't been playing, because he also dislocated his hip and out for 4 weeks. So hopefully he can get back in here shortly. Yeah, then Leo's still at number 3 for receiving yards, so we're going to pass it to him, going to a 100-yard game, trying to make him at the top. Yeah, he has 13 touchdowns. They have 15, 14. Yeah, so we're going to do Leo all day tomorrow. Is basically today's game. So Dixon is in front, and then Faison in Notre Dame, and he's at 972. So just 100 yards would make him at 1,072. Time up with Dixon. So let's do it. We did an 88-yard with him the previous game, so that should be pretty simple. And next will be 6-2 Houston, who are currently ranked 23. The top 25, just to talk about it a little bit more. Texas is at number 1, 9-0. They're currently at the top, which is pretty exciting. Then Florida at 8-0, Boise State 8-1, Notre Dame 8-0, Texas Tech 8-0, Clemson 6-2. They're barely hanging in there with 2 losses. And then Nebraska 9-0. We are currently 8th at 7-1. So if Clemson loses again, they'll probably get knocked out and then go back down. And then hopefully Nebraska and us will go up. And then Alabama, Ohio State, LSU, and Iowa State. And Texas A&M, they're 7-1. So Ohio State, Iowa State, and Alabama, if they lose, they'll probably get knocked out because they'll be at 3 losses. Kind of want Indiana and LSU to go up because they're all 7-1. So we'll see how that goes as we play against number 23 Houston. And there's going to be another fun game. Our offense went up, so we're a little bit closer to them than we were in the last game. So hopefully we'll be able to hang in there on this one as well. Yeah, we threw a couple unfortunate interceptions our first game back, so let's see if we can clean it up a little bit. Starting us off on the ball, we have a punt by Liam Doherty. So Zion Chris passed thrown away, fire rush by Zion, and then pass thrown away. So we get the ball first. After that, let's start us off with a tight end screen just for funsies, because they're always interesting. Our main man, ooh, nope, nothing. I tried to push A because I kept seeing A on him, but that didn't work. Yeah, let's do a halfback draw. Yeah, taking a costly sack to start us off, unfortunately. All right, let's do a halfback draw with Reggie, try to get some yards back. Give me that block, number 70. Thank you, sir. Oh, my gosh. Thank you, Larson. All right, let's run it up the middle, inside zone. 1,004 for Reggie. Love it on the season. Yeah, and then our plan was to get some yardage to Leo. I went to the store in between those sessions, so I just want to make sure. All right, let's do a curls. There we go. We picked that up. Now, I kind of feel bad for Vioto, but he's going to have like negative 40 rushing yards on the season, man. Larson. Ooh, hit as I threw. At least we got that ball off. All right, let's do a smash. We got to get it to Leo. We got to at least get 100 yards for Leo this episode. Right there, Leo. Give me that cut. Thank you, sir. Cut in. Cut in. There you go. Beautiful job. That's what we love to see. All right, let's do a play action mountain slide. Maybe Mukaba. We don't want to go fully ball hog on him. He's just chucking around everybody else. We ended up getting like 88 yards for him. There you go, Mukaba. Cut that through him. Did you hold on? Nope, didn't hold on. Okay. That's okay. Let's do a middle slant. Maybe Grimes. Oh, Mukaba wide open. Why'd you... Dang. He just completely, as soon as he cut through that way, just completely gave up on it. Wouldn't let me throw it to him at all. It's unfortunate. And we're getting wrecked right here already. Maybe we will have to Vioto run. Yeah, there's not enough flavor on this one. Keep running, Vioto. Keep running. He got that first down. Oh, thank you. First and goal. Beautiful stuff. All right, let's do a stick play. All right, Leo. Beat your man on the side. Right there. Good deflection. Stay in front of the ball. All right, let's stick it again. If not, we'll do Reggie on 3rd and goal. All right, he's getting double covered now. Leo, maybe. There you go. Perfect. Good screen from our boy as he cut through. Nice job. 52 completion rating. Oh, he's at 71. That's crazy. Nice job, Chris. All right, then another punt. Zion Chris pass drop by Quentin Drake. Thrown away. Pass dropped. So we're ruining his ratios, unfortunately. Sorry, man. Great field position from the boys as well. Yeah, it looks like we're going to go for like a triple tight end set. Who wants it? Larson. Good stutter step. Oh, he almost held on. If he would have held on, it would have been a monster gain from him. Oh, yeah, that's our projected CFP bracket. I wonder if those top 5 teams will stay undefeated like that. That'd be pretty crazy. Bledsoe, if you can beat your man on the outside, then you're golden, dude. Leo, holy crap. Catch it. Beat him up. Thank you, sir. Bledsoe with the block. Beautiful stuff, Bledsoe. Nice job. Love to see it. That's 93 receiving yards for Leo. Perfect. Yeah, our boys should be on the stat list as well with Leo, with how great they were giving him those blocks. And it looks like they into the first quarter, we get the ball back pretty much right at the end. Beautiful stuff. I'm gonna try to get a pass to Bledsoe to make up for that Leo block for him. Right there, Bledsoe. Beautiful stuff. And held in. Thank you, sir. Awesome. All right. Coach still wants us to pass, so we're going to keep passing. Winning 14-0, so we just got to keep at it. Don't do any costly interceptions like last game, so we're good. Well, it wasn't really costly interceptions, but yeah, I tried to throw it the X, but I didn't get it off in time. All right, looks like now they want us to do a run play, get some yards back. Let's get to Reggie. Okay, it's just going to be a little bit heavy on the left, but just give me some blocks, boys. Yeah, not enough on that one. Oh, let's get into, he wants us to all go, so let's do a high-low dig. Try to get some yards back, at least get into field goal range. We get it to at least one pass off. Larson, give me some yards, boyo. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's going to be a punt. Dang. 4th and 18, 3 minutes left. Let's do it. Never say die, boys. Let's do a play action rollout. Try to hit Mukaba. He's our favorite boy on this side. All right, Mukaba. Don't let me get blitzed. Right there. Oh, Leo, maybe? Go faster, Leo. Did he catch? Yes, Leo. Oh my gosh, Leo, you're the freaking best, man. That was lovely. Then sorry to Larson, but I'm moving Leo to be the thumbnail as basically the best wide receiver of the season with that catch. Ray has the most yards so far. There's nothing. No flavor. Yeah, I can't. Dang it. Took a dumb sack for no reason. Nailed us in off the second quarter safely. Oh, nice job, Reggie. Good off on there. Beautiful. 3rd and 8. Let's do our favorite white halfback direct to play. Give them hopefully a first down. There we go. Halfback direct. Let's do it. Get there, Reggie. 65. I'm coming to you, man. There you go. 79 as well. Perfect, boys. Nice job. So inside zone that will turn into a red zone scissors. Try to get some open people. See if we can score by the end of the... Just to give us a bit of a gap. Bledsoe. Good cut. Hold on to it. Good fighting. Holding on to it, man. All right, coach. Let's do a double pivot. Okay. Who wants it? Who wants it? Maybe Grimes. Bledsoe. Oh, I threw it off kind of like it did a cowboy throw off my side. Okay, we're okay, boys. Play it safe. Ooh, right there, Larson. Good cut. Oh my gosh. Came jumping out of nowhere. All right, shock option, our favorite play. Favorite cheese play to Mukaba. Ooh, no, there's nobody. All right, Mukaba, there you go. You beat him. Hold on. Oh my gosh, he didn't turn around at all. Oh, it's a punt? I thought we had enough flavor. Okay, we're going to do for that pass. Play action. Do our play action rollout. See if we can get him open. I don't know, it'd be like a 60-yarder. Yeah, that's not enough. Oh, crap. Going right for that blitz. Yeah, no shot. Good job, boys. Let's call them Nebraska. It was Houston. Yep, of course. Ending off, they gave up the touchdown. We're okay. Just hang out. Mukaba. Oh, in the quadruple coverage, but he held in. Thank you, sir. All right, let's do an inside zone split with Reggie. Come on behind you, Larson. Give me that block. Thank you, sir. 2nd and 5. I'll take it. All right, let's do a dig post. Coach really wants us to pass, so we'll keep doing that. Ooh, Leo, if you can beat him on the corner. Give me that block. Leo, right there. Block him. Take him down. Oh, my gosh. Number 26 with the jump deflection again. He's really good about getting in the way without even turning around. All right, I think Mukaba. Right there. There we go. Nice. Good coverage by the dudes on the right, giving Mukaba the opening. Beautiful stuff. We give up that touchdown, but the boys hold on this time. 3-yard rush by Rashawn. Then Zion Chris to Burnett for 2. Pass thrown away. Beautiful stuff, boys. All right, let's do a zone split with Reggie. There you go. Yeah, their rushing defense is pretty good. Ooh, Reggie hanging on his feet for extra 2 yards. All right, halfback slip screen that will turn into a... They're going for that blitz, so let's do a QB blast for fun. Haven't done one of these in a while. Get there, Drew. Run! He got barely tapped in the shoulder and he flew down. Negative 22 yards for this game for Drew. Oh, that's disgusting. Sorry, man. You're in a negative rushing yards today. Leo. Yeah, there's nobody. There you go. That's not bad. Tackled him way out of bounds. All right, so inside zone split to the left. Yeah, 9 of 20 for Drew as well. Yeah, it's going to be a left side blitz, so give me some blocks, Larson. There you go. Beautiful stuff. Nice job. Yeah, 83 yards for Reggie for this game is pretty good. Giving some good yards for everybody. Larson doesn't have much passing, so I'll try to get to Larson again. Yep, there you go. Get a little bit of yardage. Hold on to it. Oh, almost threw him into that fumble. Sorry, man. All right, let's do a inside zone again with Reggie. Try to get him to at least 100. Oh, easy, wide open. Thank you, Mukaba, for that block. Nice job. Oh, he got pushed over, but he made it. Easy peasy. There you go, 98 for Reggie. Beautiful stuff. All right, here we go, Larson. Coming to you, man. Get that touchdown. Just run forward. No whammies. Right there. Nobody turned around at you, Larson. Beautiful stuff. Pick that one off out of the air. Nice job, man. Well, I didn't realize, but Duke beat that other team 44-42, and they're number 18, so they get wrecked on that front. All right, looks like they got a touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Kobe Young for 40-yard touchdown. Yep, so trying to give it to him. So let's start us off. 4th quarter. He's doing a halfback dive. Get Reggie his 100 yards. Yeah, Duke beat Boston College 44-42. Boston College is currently ranked 18, so they're probably going to get knocked out of the top 25. Sorry, boys. Inside zone split. Yeah, we want Reggie to get this. We just need 2 more yards for Reggie. Then we'll retire him for the rest of this game. Yep, there you go, Reggie. Easy peasy, boy. 103 yards for Reggie. Awesome. Yeah, looks like they got that touchdown. Pass to Quentin Drake for 23. Pass to Kobe Young for 17 yards. So Kobe Young again with back-to-back touchdowns. Yeah, gave him back-to-back dirty touchdowns. Sorry, team. Blew that one a little bit. Let's turn it into a 4 verticals option. Go for it, Larson. All the way, boyo. Right there. Don't turn around. Dang it. Larson didn't turn around, but number 10 did. All right. Let's do a nice little run play that will turn into a jet chip dragger. Ooh, yeah. Jump off to Larson. Not enough. Got hit. Dang, man. Their defense is really freaking playing good now. All right. Turn it into a vertical tight end cross. Just somebody get open, please. Good hit across the field. Larson, hold on to it. There we go. First down. And timeout from Houston. Beautiful stuff. They're getting scared now. They're trying to score 2 touchdowns. Okay, so they want us to keep running, so we'll just keep following the run and then audible. Let's do an all-go. All right, coming to Mukaba or Larson. I think Mukaba could get open a little bit easier. Maybe Bledsoe on the outside. We'll see. Yep, Bledsoe. Bledsoe, wide open. Bledsoe. Boom, baby. Had that monster block for Leo to get that touchdown for him, and now he gets his own touchdown. Thank you, sir. 95 yards for Bledsoe for this game. Then Houston ends the game on their side of the field with no touchdown. They got 14 gross touchdown points in stoppage in fourth quarter, but we win 42-21. Nice job, team. Got 18 first downs to 12 for 33 total offense to 255. 17 of 81 for rushing yards, and then 12 to 43. Yeah, because we lost 23 rushing yards basically because of that sack. Sorry, man. And then basically 1 of 3 for 4th down conversions. And player stats, Zion Chris was 132.4 rating, 16 of 33 for 212 yards, 48 completion rating, 3 touchdowns. No interceptions for him, which is good. And then for us, 22.7 rating, 13 to 28, 352 yards, 46 completion rating, 6 touchdowns. Actually played a pretty monster game for having negative 25 rushing yards. Yep, and then speaking of rushing, we have Reggie with 11 for 103. For 5 broken tackles, nice. And then 6 of negative 22. Sorry, man. Ruined your stats a little bit there. And for Houston, 8 of 25, 4 of 18. And receiving for Houston, 335, 374, 328, 330, 234, 1 2, and 1 9. And then for Sam Houston, main man Leo, 5 for 161. That should put him at the top of the leaderboard. He was at 972. The top guy was at 1,072. So hopefully that'll be enough, depending on how the 1,072 yarded boy plays. Then Larson, 3 for 29. Bledsoe, 3 for 95. Mukaba, 2 for 67. So our top 4 wide receivers, I was able to get everybody the ball at least a little bit, which is awesome. Yeah, Larson's still fantastic. His overall went up as well, which might be why our offense went up. So I love to see that. Hopefully Larson will be able to win the Natty as his final time. He was an offensive lineman, now he's a tight end, and he's playing fantastically. Yeah, then our other boys playing great. Bledsoe with that 95 yards and that monster block as well. All right, looks like we actually went down in ranking, even though we won the game. We were 8, and now we're number 9. But we won 7 in a row. Next, we're against Old Dominion, who are 5-5. They are 78 overall, 80 offense, 77 defense. Then the current top 25 changes. Texas won again. Florida won. Boise State won. Notre Dame won. Texas Tech won. Clemson, Alabama are both 7-2. And then LSU is 8-1. LSU went up by winning again. Ohio State won again. Nebraska is still undefeated, but they went down 3 placements because all those other teams that are technically better than them in the SEC went up, which is, I hate that so much. It's disgusting. And then Indiana is still hanging in there at 8-1. Yeah, and then Houston unfortunately got knocked out. Stanford took their place, and then TCU and Tulsa. So keeping it interesting. Looking at our Heisman watch, we got Texas quarterback still at top spot, and Florida number 3. So now it's all quarterbacks. Clemson, Indiana, and Illinois. And it kind of goes by ranking too, 1, 2, 6, 13, 18, which is interesting. Then our current CFP bracket, let's see how that changed. So now we're still against Alabama. Who took our place? Who was number 8? No number 8 on the board actually for rankings. Oh no, LSU took our place because they are technically a better division than us. Yeah, so wait, undefeated LSU is now number 4 in the wow. Texas Tech should be there. That's so annoying. I guess we'll see how things shake up. LSU might take themselves all the way. So the weakest team so far is USC, who are currently 7-3. So we'll see how that shakes up. We still have those top 5 undefeated teams, including Nebraska, including them in there just because I think it's annoying when they're not. So right now undefeated is Texas, Florida, Notre Dame, Texas Tech, and Nebraska. And then everybody else has at least 1 or 2 losses, including us. And it looks like Reggie's second place for rushing yards on the season. He's only behind Price from Notre Dame, who's currently undefeated at 99 overall. He's behind him by 13 yards, so we'll work on Reggie as well. And then receiving, Leo is still behind him, so looks like Colin Dixon had another monster game. So it looks like we're behind by 44 yards, even though Leo got 165 yards on that game, which is kind of... So we got to keep working Leo as well, unfortunately. Then our current conference standings, Wisconsin's at 7-2, Houston's at 6-3 at number 2. Pittsburgh keeps winning, but those 3 losses kind of did them in a little bit. And then Old Dominion, yeah, so the Division 2 is playing a little bit. So looks like Charlotte, they've been promoted with us the past 3 seasons, but it looks like the other teams are too good. I don't think Charlotte's going to get promoted this season. Sorry, boys. Like Old Dominion starting off with a punt, a couple minutes, so 1 yard rush by George Burnett, and then Colton Joseph incomplete pass intended for George, and then pass thrown away on 3rd and 9. Should be the last game for this week as well, so let's end it off on a strong one. All right, Leo, coming to you. Turn in front of him. Oh my gosh. Smacked them hard. Let's do a post-goal drag. Like Arkansas State beat Army. I'm going to try to get it to Leo, and then rushing yards for our main man, Reggie, as well. Hold on to it. There you go, Leo. Beautiful stuff. All right, let's do a nice little inside zone for Reggie. Got to get top on the leaderboard for rushing yards, my man. He's already at 1,000, which is beautiful. Wow, San Jose State beat Texas. Texas is no longer undefeated. San Jose State won 25-24. That's insane. So there goes one of our top 5 undefeated teams, and Texas was currently number 1. So that'll shake up the top 25 a little bit, which is going to be exciting. Let's do a stale play. All right, coming to you again, Leo, if you're open. Nope. Let's do a little curl. Nope, not enough. Sorry. You got hit hard on that one. All right, let's do a slant. One of those boys. Weird score with Virginia and Pittsburgh, 37-12. But Pittsburgh unfortunately lost. Yeah, there you go. San Jose State in Texas. All right, let's do verticals. Yep, just go for it. Beat your man, boys. Come on. Leo, don't turn around. There we go. Nice job, Leo. Beautiful stuff. All right, power 0. Get that touchdown, Reggie. Good conversion on 3rd down. Oof, big hit. All right, try that again. Just go for it. Halfback sting. Oh, no, it's Hicks. That's right. Yeah, Hicks is like our 1 yard touchdown boy. Man, their goal line defense. They're trying to keep their defense alive, man. Let's do a QB blast. Vioto, you're going right for it, man. Give me that block offensive line. Boom, baby. Not even touched. He still hit me? That should be a freaking penalty. Old Dominion trying to keep their receiving alive. They get a touchdown. 2 yards by Colton Joseph. Pass to Lee Apple for a 7-yard touchdown. Nice job, boys. All right, let's do a stack out. Play around the corner. Maybe let's get Mukaba in the left. Right there, Mukaba. Easy peasy, dude. Nice job. Can't believe San Jose State won though by 1 point. That's crazy. I don't think they even that good a record. Ooh, right there, Larson. Oof. Good coverage on that. Let's do shock H option. One of our favorite plays. Try to get Grimes on the left. We're tied up, actually, so we're not going to... Even though we're trying to pad our stats a little bit to get them on the set, we're not going to risk it for the biscuit. Don't want to lose. Leo right there. Good cut. Oh, my gosh. I threw that one way too far. I thought he was a lot closer than that. Dang. All right, let's do a... I want to do a smash. Play action flood. If he did that stutter step perfectly, then I think he's gone. All right, I'm going for you, Leo. Give me that block 78. 95's coming quick. Right there, Leo. Give me that stutter. There you go, sir. Threw it a little bit too early, but he caught it. That's all that matters. All right, let's do a slam. All right, Bledsoe, Larson, and Mukaba. It's coming to you. I don't know if he can... Nope, Leo's open. Nope, he's not. He came in fast. All right, middle slant. Everybody to the left. Playing it kind of fast on this one. Right there. Nice job, Leo. Beautiful catch. Old Dominion scores again, keeping the game alive. Pass to Quan Dunbar for 11. Colton Joseph to Amari Borden for 10-yard touchdown. Nice job, boys. Sorry, let's do a tight flood. 43 seconds left in the second. We got a score here. Leo, open. Beat your man. There you go, son. Keep running, Leo. You're faster than number 30. Come on. There you go. Get a little bit sideways. Beautiful stuff, Leo. Thank you for being faster than number 20. Nice job, man. All right, and we get the ball back first after the second half. Defense held him out on the last 14 seconds, so we get to try again. Reggie, 4 yards. That's not too bad. Yeah, we got to keep getting some Reggie yardage as well. Have to at least get another 100-yard game, but we're going to try to get to Larson right here. Oh, no, Bledsoe. Turn around, Bledsoe. Flag. What was the flag? Nice. Defensive pass interference. We'll accept, of course, because we're scumbags. So we halfback dive up the middle. All right, there you go, Reggie. Give me that block, Larson. Thank you, sir. Oh, good job. Nice. Wow, Miami 11, the other team 17. It's another weird score. All right, Bledsoe across the middle, maybe. Let's see. Larson, thank you for the block. Right there, Bledsoe. Turn around. Oh my gosh, both had it in their hands. Let's do halfback quick base to the left. I want to see how halfback direct will also run against them in a little bit later. Let me get that cut. Good block, Mukaba. All right, 3rd and inches. Let's run our halfback direct, one of our favorite plays. See how it works against their team. They've played a good goal line defense. Oh, it's a draw play. See if we can get that first down here. All right, I'm coming behind you, 78. Beautiful stuff, Boyle. Beautiful. Give me that block, Leo. Thank you, sir. Juke. Keep running, Reggie. There you go. Beautiful. That was awesome. Love to see that. Let's run that one again. That was awesome. Okay, I'm thinking I'll run this one to the right because 95 is coming on the left. Right there, 79. Thank you, Leo. Touchdown, Reggie. No shot, boys. Beautiful. Old Dominion scored again, so that puts us only 1 touchdown ahead. Good thing we scored before the end of the second half. They're going for that blitz, so we're going to go for a nice little, we'll turn it into a audible again. There we go. I got it at the last second, right there. Larson, a little bit of yardage. That's fine. We'll take that. All right, so let's do a quick base. Yeah, Larson, that was his first catch so far, but that's okay. Going for another blitz, but we're just going to go for it this time. Thank you for the block, number 54. Keep running, Reggie. There you go. Fighting for that first down, son. You just got to hold on to the ball as quick as nice as possible. Try to keep in it because Old Dominion's fighting. They don't want to get relegated. They know. Rue Larson, wide open. Beat number 54. Oh, no, that was 24. Dang. If Larson would have gotten that, he would have been gone. All right, let's do halfback draw. Give me that block, 79. Thank you, sir. Reggie again for that first down, keeping the drive open. All right, that'll probably end off the 3rd quarter with an Ohio sail. Keep it easy. Looks like Larson's not in this time. Oh, going for that outside zone. Yep, got to chuck it. Looks like we get one more play in the 3rd. All right, let's do a play action crossers. I don't know who would won on this one. Whoever's open. Leo, wide open. Get quick. Nice. Nobody even touching Leo. Beautiful stuff, man. 2 massive touchdowns from Leo. That dude on the left stands no chance against him defending him. 237 receiving yards for Leo this game. That should put him at the top of the leaderboard. All right. They don't score this time. They went for it on 4th down. Pass dropped. Pass knocked away by Chance and Prox. Thank you, sir. -3 yards by George Burnett. Then they went for it on 4th and 13, but only got a 4-yard rush. Sorry, boys. We hang on. Unless we throw a crazy interception, but right now we're hanging on. All right, Larson, come to you. Give me those yardage. Turn around, Larson. Beat number 2. Good job, son. All right, let's go for that play again. Get Larson on the inside. Give me that touchdown. Number 24 is blocking this time. Number 24 is a little bit harder against Larson. Right there. Turn around, Larson. Oh, he had it with one hand. If he would have hauled it in, that would have been beautiful. Let's do halfback power 0. And that blocks Larson again with that block. Beautiful. All right. Only 2 yards, though. Let's do a level sail. Okay. Who wants it? I want to keep fighting it for Larson. Right there. Give me that cut. Hold on. Oh, he almost had it. We love our kicker, but we're going to slant. We're just going to go for it. All right, Mukaba. Coming to you. Right there. Easy peasy. They went for it again on 4th down. Pass thrown away. Dropped. Pass thrown away. Pass knocked away. Defense is hanging in there. Nice job, boys. Yeah, we're slowly building our speed. Awesome stuff. All right, Larson, a little bit of a jump. Oh no, Bledsoe. Beautiful stuff. Nice first down from Bledsoe. Wow, 300-yard game on today. Nice. 13 to 26 as well. It's awesome. All right, so we have back to that should take us to the 2-minute warning. Larson with that block. Beautiful stuff, boy. Touchdown, Reggie. Monster quarterback. Monster wide receiver. Monster running back. All right, and then we end the game. 14 in the second, 14 in the third, 14 in the fourth. We shut them out in the fourth quarter completely to hang in for a win against Old Dominion, who were playing pretty good comparatively since they're not ranked. Player of the game, Leo, 7 for 237 and 3 touchdowns. Monster game for Leo. The dude on the left that defending him had stood no chance. Yeah, 12 first downs to 19, 3 and 14 total offense to 422. Rushing yards, 16 to 93, 13 to 97. In player stats, we have Vioto, 13 to 26, 325 yards, 50 completion rating, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions this game, which is awesome. And then for Old Dominion, they went 16 of 32, 207 yards, 50 completion rating, 3 touchdowns. Then rushing, 10 for 88, 4 for 18, 2 for 1. Then for Sam Houston, 10 for 95. Reggie, sorry, couldn't get you a 100-yard game, but you played pretty good still. And then Hicks, 2 for 1. Vioto didn't get negative 22 yards this time, which is nice. And then receiving, we got our main man Leo, 7 for 237. Mukaba, 2 for 28. Larson, 2 for 20. Bledsoe, 1 for 19. And then Reggie, 1 for 21. So not as best as I could have done on the other boys, but that's okay. We can start splitting up a little bit better. And then Old Dominion, 6 for 63, 6 for 100, 3 for 37, 1 for 7. Then we didn't take a sack this game, which is awesome. And then Quincy Wright got 2 sacks against them. Beautiful stuff. No interceptions, though. All right, and that's the last game of this week. Coming away with a win against Old Dominion. We go back to rank 8, which is beautiful. And then finishing off our CFP top 25. Texas, unfortunately, lost. They're now 10-1. And so they go down, which means Boise State, LSU went up. Alabama also went up at 2 losses, as well as Ohio State. Nebraska went down all the way to 20th, even though they're 10-1. That's so frustrating. Nebraska deserves it, man. They actually lost as well. They were 10-0, now they're 10-1. That's unfortunate. Florida and Texas Tech are still undefeated, though. Texas and Nebraska both lost, as well as Notre Dame also lost. Notre Dame was also undefeated. So out of the 5 undefeated teams, 3 of them fell in Week 11, which is pretty crazy. We're hanging in there, though, at 9-1. It looks like the 21 to 25 was constantly flipping and flopping around. Wisconsin hanging in there at 8-2. TCU also won again. They were like 24th. Now they're 17th. Nice job, boys, on that front. And conference fans, Wisconsin's still 8-2. So we might end up playing Wisconsin again in the playoffs, depending on if they can keep winning. That'd be pretty interesting. They'll probably be, actually, with how it's going, they might end up going to the playoffs. Even though we'll probably have to fight them in the final game, in the Week 15 conference game, and then they might get knocked out of the playoffs depending on if we beat them or not. And Heisman watching and off this episode, we still have Texas at number 1, even though they dropped down to 7. He hurt himself. Oh, that might be why they lost, because he hurt himself in that game. So they lost by 1 point. Yeah, he only went 14-19. Florida 2, Oklahoma 3, Indiana 4, and Arizona wide receiver brought himself up to number 5. In our current CFP bracket, we're now against Indiana, or number 9. Texas is still at number 4, even though they're ranked 7. Nice job. Boise State, Texas Tech. Okay, so we'll see how it's flipping around a lot, especially since 3 teams fell. So we'll see how it keeps going. It's pretty exciting. And Reggie's still at number 2 on the list. Notre Dame went up by 1. So we are 9 yards away from Reggie being the top wide receiver, running back. Then Leo easily clearing the top wide receiver. Nice job, man. 1370. Next guy is 1213. Awesome stuff, dude. Love to see it. All right, and that ends off this episode here with Texas losing and 3 teams going down. So next we will be playing through weeks 12 to 15. So that'll probably be only like 2 games because that's where we set up our bye week. So it's probably going to be a little bit of a short one before we go into the actual rescheduling and the ranking system of who gets relegated, who gets promoted. So slowly dwindling off through this episode or this season. And then we will come out hopefully as national championship. So I'll see you guys next week for the next couple weeks. Thank you everyone for watching and have a great day.